Alright everyone, this is a quick walkthrough preview of our upcoming auction that starts this Saturday, June 17th and runs through Wednesday, June 21st. Pickup for the auction is Sunday, June 25th. Haven't figured out the exact hours yet, but we're down in Riva, so probably do it Sunday morning so that nobody gets caught in the Bay Bridge drama that used to only be going the other way on the weekends. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, we're going to try to keep everybody happy with these pickups. This is not as big a sale as we usually do. I think last week we had about 700 lots. This week it's going to be only about 100. We've looked at a ton of estates, and this one I just had to take for several reasons. First of all, there is some interesting eclectic stuff in here. Like I say, it's a real small house, so it doesn't have a lot in it. But what's here is cool. The folks that we're working for are super nice, and that's always part of it for us as well. So again, I'm going to give you a quick tour. Last week, people came in and said, wow, I wish I knew how big that was, or I wish I knew how nice that looked in the lights. And some of these old dark houses, even with our lights on, are tough to kind of show you what's going on. So one of the main things that she collected was this Sargadelo's porcelain from Spain. We've got a lot of it. You may want to read up on the background of the company if you're not familiar with it. It's a cool story. Basically, I guess in the early 1800s they kind of stopped importing from Great Britain, and they started kind of going their own way. It started with a little bit of an Asian influence. Now it's coming back big time because it's kind of that avant-garde look that the mid-century modern folks look or like. This is one of the tea sets right here. Also, we have all the furniture that you see is pretty nice stuff too. Here's a real good scan of a lot of the figurines. I know my camera's moving. I'm trying to keep it stiff. Again, you know that I don't do professional videos. I do professional estate liquidations, and I don't edit my videos because I don't have time, because as I just said, we are looking at 1 million estates right now, and we're busy. I think between me and John and Shannon, we looked at probably 10 of them this week. But again, this one's a small one, but very cool. Also, I know you guys like to bid on a lot of stuff, and you're maybe scared, hey, I only get 1 or 2 things. Is it worth the drive? If you get one small item, no problem. I'll ship it to you. If you get a big item, you got to come get it. And by big, I mean bigger than a bread box. So for example, if you bought this little plate right here, I'd be happy to throw it in a priority envelope. If you get this whole set of china or this whole set of china, you either got to come get it, or I'm just going to take it to UPS and let them package it for you so everything stays safe. But we want to make sure everybody can bid knowing, hey, I don't know what I'm going to win, but I'm still not going to be disappointed. There's the server. The kitchen, the dining room set, 6 chairs and a table with a leaf. It's got some wear on it. The cushions. This is a great example of video versus photos. You can see that we're going to probably need to recover some chairs. But there's some super cool stuff in here. I mean, here's a great example. I don't even know how I would describe that. We've got everything from old to new. They were world travelers. Lots of art. There's a nice piece that's framed and matted. And here, you may have seen we have a linens lot. It's on this real nice cedar chest. It's got a modern lock on it, which is kind of cool. A lot of this stuff I held up in the picture so you could get some scale, but again, this hopefully will help you out a little bit. This is a fantastic set from Limoges. It's kind of a French country scene. So we go from all the Spain stuff that we just showed you right to France. Usually when I get a set this old, something's messed up. 10 of them are cracked, 3 of them are chipped. I think that whole thing's in perfect shape. There may be one little saucer that might have a tiny tick or something. Here's more of the Sargadelos. It's cool stuff. I mean, check out this peacock. I think he is gorgeous. But But again, down the basement we found some old oil cans, some Pyrex, a lot of wood overseas decor. Back in this bedroom, some of the dressers are kind of interesting. I think this right here is definitely worthy of a video versus stills. This room's really dark. I tried to light it up as much as I can. Let me see if I got my little light here. This gold gilt mirror, it's old, look at the dust on it, is beautiful. Heavy, big. Dimensions are in the still photos. I think it's like 36 inches wide. I did not list the bed that's in here because it's kind of been braced. A lot of repairs to it, but if anybody needs a big bed, let me know. Same with this desk. The roll top's missing on the roll top, so it's kind of just here. But if those are the two pieces of furniture in this room that I did not list, any of my furniture guys, when you come to get your stuff, maybe we can work something out. These are quite large. And again, I know we put dimensions and everything in the still photos, but it's nice to see it in contrast to other stuff in the house. A couple of old nice clocks. We've even got some old O-gauge Lionel trains and the transformer. Some old brass bells, right down to some VW Bug hubcaps. Chess set. Just really unique stuff. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Don't even know what you would call that, but I know it looks pretty interesting. We don't have any fine jewelry. There's no gold or silver this week, but I did put together a little tchotchke lot here with some interesting items. And then I just also bunched up a bunch of household decor lots to keep things moving along. What else is cool? We fired up all the electronics that you see. We fired up in the pictures. The lamps are sitting on this couch for right now. You can see how big they are versus the photos. This one did not photograph well at all in the pictures, so this is good for the video too. This East Lake table's really nice condition. Usually, again, there's spindles broken or feet are cracked. You know, she's not showroom mint, but she's pretty nice. This frame even lifts off to keep the marble in there nice. This is also an interesting set that when we photoed it, you couldn't really tell how well it was. Some really neat stuff in here. This we opened up. You saw that in the stills. So again, the sale starts this Saturday, ends the following Wednesday. There's some cool stuff out in the yard. Make sure you check that out. We are right across the bridge in Riva, if you know where Mike's Crab House is. Literally, we're walking distance from Mike's Crab House. So if you know where that is down on the South River, we're going to have you shoot right up. Some of the small items, since we've got a limited parking, I may literally be a McDonald's drive-thru for you. I may just walk right up to the road and say, hey, you're here for, one Yadro and one lot of candlesticks. Boom, here's your stuff. See you later. There's no picker sale this week. And again, limited parking, so I may do a lot of that. Like I say, if you just get one or two smalls, be happy to ship it to you. As usual, no buyer's premium. Ask the other auctions why they're charging a buyer's premium. I can't give you too much inside information on how we bill, but I can tell you, everybody's billing the client a certain percentage. They should not be billing you a buyer's premium. They should not be charging a credit card fee. That should all be built in. We don't get rich doing this, but I can tell you that they're getting money on both sides if they're doing that. So we like to say that we'll never, ever do that. And that's the way it's going to stay. Again, we're looking at a bunch of estates right now. We're going to have a pretty busy summer, I think. We also have our what I call my annual free shipping sale coming up. It's going to probably be either July or August, since we're so busy. It keeps getting pushed up, where it's a bunch of smalls that we got from that estate that's now in storage that I just told them I'm going to keep leaking it out as much as I can, but it's all shippable. There's also a Panasonic Flat screen this week. Looks like it's a 32-inch. The only thing I didn't test is this Black & Decker microwave that you'll see, because it's a 3-prong outlet. And this house is so old, I can't even find one. This is kind of cool. It's an old United Nations ashtray. Just unique stuff throughout the whole house. Again, not a big sale, but a pretty cool sale from a pretty unique house. When I leave, I even have to open cupboards to turn lights off, etc. It's a neat little eclectic neighborhood here in Riva. If you don't know where Riva is, again, Annapolis, Edgewater, you just shoot over the bridge right there, across from Mike's Crab House. Easy in, easy out. We're going to send you up one side of the house, give it to you, and drive back around. You're going out the other way unless you have furniture. Then you can use the driveway for a little while. That's it. I'll stop boring you, but I thought everybody might like to see a little bit of scale on some of this stuff. We will see you guys on pickup day, which again is the Sunday following the Wednesday that everything ends up.